Welcome to The Explainer. So, have you ever thought about setting up a little side business? Putting in just a few hours a week, watching that passive income roll in while comfortably keeping your 9 to 5? It's pretty much the ultimate modern dream. But today, we're doing a full autopsy on that dream. We're looking at a real life expectation versus reality check that is absolutely going to change how you view your next big idea. Okay, let's dive into this. Meet Vishwas Varma from Noida. He recently shared this brutally honest, deeply relatable story online about his failed entrepreneurial journey. He basically admitted, like many of us, I believed small businesses were easy money, quick maths, instant profit. He fell right into that classic trap of thinking a side hustle would just magically run itself on a few back-of-the-napkin calculations. So let me ask you directly, have you ever daydreamed about turning your free time into an easy side business? Be honest, we all have. But before you go out and sign a commercial lease or buy a bunch of bulk inventory, you really need to hear what went wrong for Vishwas. That way, you don't end up making the exact same mistakes with your own hard-earned money. Section 1, the side hustle illusion. This is where optimism meets reality, starting with an opportunity that honestly seemed completely foolproof. Picture this. Vishwas and a friend realize their local gym has a captive audience of sweaty, hungry people walking out the door every single day. Right beneath that gym, in the basement, is a vacant shop. And the rent? Just 10,000 rupees a month. I mean, for a 9 to 5 employee with a bit of disposable income, that unbelievably low number felt like an absolute steal. It was literally an irresistible invitation to become a business owner. So here was their master plan. The idea was to sell health-focused products, stuff like fresh juice, protein shakes, and boiled eggs, directly to that captive gym audience. They had the extra income, the rent was dirt cheap, so they just jumped right in without overthinking it. And why wouldn't they? On the surface, the whole concept looked like a guaranteed slam dunk win. It looked like incredibly easy money. Let's move to and see how this builds, because, spoiler alert, they didn't just stick to one thing. When things started going off the rails, their product journey rapidly pivoted from pineapple juice to boiled eggs, and finally to Maggi noodles in this frantic, desperate attempt to find anything that would actually turn a profit before the whole venture collapsed. Section 2, the pineapple juice problem. Let's look at the actual unit economics. This is where the quick maths totally unraveled. With their very first product, pineapple juice, they faced this nightmare of compounding pain points. First off, raw pineapple prices fluctuate every single day, making basic budgeting practically impossible. Second, the yield was just awful. Even with a cold press machine, one whole pineapple gave them exactly 1 glass of juice. So selling that glass for 90 rupees barely even covered the raw materials. Their profit margins were virtually non-existent from day one. Section 3. Egg economics. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how quick maths on paper almost never survives contact with reality. When the juice flopped, they logically pivoted to the ultimate gym bro staple, boiled eggs. The expectation was super simple. Buy an egg for 5 rupees, sell it for 10. Boom, a clean, confident 100% margin, right? Well, reality hit them hard. The actual wholesale cost was 7 to 8 rupees each. Throw in the operational waste, like constantly ruining eggs during the boiling process, and that foolproof margin was completely wiped out. Section 4, hidden operational costs. Let's zoom out to the larger operational traps. You see, it wasn't just pricey pineapples or cracked eggs that killed the business. It was these invisible operational blind spots quietly draining their bank account. Take the Maggi math, for example. Maggi noodles are supposed to be high-margin street food. Buying a pack for 11 rupees and selling it for 30, that's almost triple the cost. But it still wasn't enough to save them, because surface-level product math completely ignores the actual cost of keeping the lights on. They completely fail to account for the hidden traps. Manager salaries and even that supposedly cheap 10,000 rupee rent were just aggressively eating away at the razor-thin margins. But you want to know the ultimate fatal flaw? Zero foot traffic outside of the gym goers. That basement location was cheap for a very good reason. No passing trade means your revenue has a brutally hard ceiling. Section 5, Lessons for Future Founders. Let's consolidate these essential takeaways. So, the crucial point is, Vishwas didn't share this embarrassing story just to vent. He shared it to educate us. His final, vital warning to anyone starting a side business is this: every business requires proper research, understanding, and real-world experience, not just surface-level calculations. You absolutely cannot run a business on assumptions made over a cup of coffee. You have to get into the weeds of the market. So, if you're taking notes, here are your 3 non-negotiable pillars before launching anything. 1. Conduct proper market research. Actually understand your foot traffic and supply pricing. 2. Plan for the hidden operational costs like salaries, rent, and waste. And 3. Seek real-world experience first. Go talk to someone who has actually done it. Lacking these 3 pillars will quickly turn a fun, simple idea into a massive loss of both money and valuable time. Which brings us to one final provocative question I want to leave you with today. What hidden costs are lurking in your side hustle idea? Seriously, turn the lens back on your own business plans right now. Challenge your assumptions and research deeper before you spend a single dime. Because being prepared is quite literally the difference between a successful side hustle and a painful autopsy. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.